If you are a visitor, you probably have never explored or learned anything about Jamaica. But you are not alone. There are also many Jamaicans who know little about this island, because many do not travel far from where they were born. Others just do not take the opportunity to explore the island. But I have been fortunate to travel around the entire island. Back roads, side roads, roads that disappear into dirt tracks. And I have been to parts of Jamaica that seldom get visited by outsiders. So let me help you to appreciate the many places of interest and the many attractions that you can enjoy on your journey around Jamaica. This is Facts About Jamaica. Welcome back to Elite Jamaica, the place you come to learn about Jamaica and Jamaicans. If it's your first time joining me here, consider subscribing to the channel by clicking that red subscribe button, and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of my videos. Jamaica is the third largest island in the Caribbean, 4,213 square miles, 146 miles from east to west, and at her widest, 51 miles from St. Anne's Bay in the north to Portland Point in the south, lying 90 miles south of Cuba and 118 miles west of Haiti. A mountain range runs from east to west. The Blue Mountains at the eastern end rise to 7,402 feet, and the Birches Hill at the western end a mere 1,809 feet, and on a clear morning, the views from Blue Mountain Peak are spectacular. As the sun comes up, you can see Cuba, but since you are over 1.25 miles above sea level, the view is more often than not filled with low-lying early morning mist. Nearly half of the island is over 1,000 feet, and the majority of the island surface is made up of very thick layers of limestone. The Blue Mountains are formed by underlying igneous and metamorphic rock, protruding through its limestone. Streams that rise in the mountains sink again when they reach the lower limestone areas, and leaching over years has resulted in the formation of numerous caves throughout the island, and even underwater caves along the coast. Few people, Jamaicans or visitors, know anything about this interesting and mountainous terrain. For centuries, Jamaica's riches and resources have been and are still being plundered and squandered by many for greed and personal gain. The Taínos, who came from South America over 1,000 years BC, are considered to be our original inhabitants. They spoke the Arawak language and called the island Aymaca, land of wood and water. Then in 1494, plundering Spanish invaders led by an Italian, Christopher Columbus, discovered her, as European history likes to record it. This was the beginning of the end for our Taino population in Jamaica. Some survived in the hills of central Jamaica and joined with the Maroons, runaway slaves who trashed the British Army and got their independence and sovereign rights to the lands they now still hold. These Spanish invaders landed in what we now call Discovery Bay and called the island Santiago. In 1665, the British captured her from the Spanish, and she was since been known as Jamaica, often misspelled Aymaca, Aymaca, Aymek, and so on. But no problem, man, still Jamaica. Port Royal, then the pirate capital of Jamaica, was known as the wickedest city in the world, and at 11:43 a.m. on June the 7th in 1692 was decimated by a catastrophic earthquake, and 60% of the city sunk within minutes. This interesting 45-minute historical documentary on Port Royal tells of current plans to make Port Royal into the tourist capital of Jamaica, and there's a link to that documentary in the descriptions. In 1962, Jamaica gained their independence from Britain and has remained a part of the British Commonwealth and maintains the Queen as head of state. Starting from way back when the Spanish invaded Jamaica in 1494, Jews have been coming to and settling in Jamaica. Now they have an integral part in Jamaican life, and I think you will find it hard to find a Jamaican family that doesn't have Jewish connections somewhere. Many, if not the majority, of Jamaica's largest businesses are Jewish in origin. The Jamaica national tree is the blue maho with blue streaks in the wood. The Jamaica national bird, the doctor bird, an endemic species of the hummingbird, the red-billed streamer-tailed, called the doctor bird in Jamaica. The national flower is the lignum vitae, an ornamental tree with one of the hardest woods known to mankind. The national flag and what it symbolizes. Black is for the strength and creativity of our people. Gold is for natural wealth of our island and the beauty of sunlight. Green is for hope and our agricultural resources.
What's going on? How you doing, brother? Pleasure. Come on, let's get a good one over here. Nobody's ever been faster than this guy. Ever. Of all the billions of people. Hold on a second. Let's get a good one.
Considering how small our island is, Jamaica's rich culture seems to have invaded the world. Small we may be, but our cultural influence has been immense. So when you visit Jamaica, please explore our island and absorb some of our Jamaican culture. Our music and musicians are everywhere and are influencing modern music worldwide. Our Jamaican authors and their literature are well established internationally. Jamaican art can be found in all corners of the world, and our locally produced films have become worldwide classics. Where can you not get Jamaican pork and other Jamaican cuisine? Our foods are now in all the big supermarkets in most of the major countries. Jamaica is divided into 3 counties, named after English counties, but they have no real significance. The Western County Cornwall is divided into 5 parishes: Trelawney, St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland, and St. Elizabeth. The Central County, Middlesex, is divided into another 5 parishes: St. Mary, St. Anne, Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Catherine. The Eastern County, Surrey, is divided into 4 parishes: Portland, St. Andrew, Kingston, and St. Thomas. But the boundaries between Kingston and St. Andrew are somewhat blurred because the city of Kingston spreads itself into the parish of St. Andrew, and they are both administered by the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation. All of our all-inclusive Jamaica resorts have excellent beaches. In many cases, these beaches are actually public beaches, although the resorts try to control access to them. In addition, you can explore over 50 public beaches around the island, the most famous being Negril and the Doctor's Cave Beach in Montego Bay. Most of our beaches in Jamaica have white sand, but on the south coast, a few have black sand. You can click the link above to discover more about Jamaica's beaches. Jamaica is a nature lover's paradise. We have many indigenous species of tree, plant, flower, bird, insect, butterfly, bat, frog, lizard, snake, and reptile. You can explore our many botanical gardens. There are several birdwatching sanctuaries around Jamaica, and there are birdwatching expeditions into the Cockpit Country and the Blue and Jonquil Mountain National Parks. Flowering trees abound in Jamaica. What could be more spectacular than this poinciana, the Lonix regia, otherwise known as fire tree, flame of the forest, or flamboyant. Manatees, an endangered species, can be seen swimming in the Manatee Sanctuary near Gut River. Reading both the foreign and our local press, it would be easy to feel depressed by the high rate of crime and violence in Jamaica. But is our beautiful island really as bad as it is made out to be? Well, you can click the link above to find out in that video. Being in the hurricane belt, Jamaica gets ravaged by hurricanes and torrential rains every few years, but generally we have a pleasant, tropical and sunny climate. Thank you for joining me again, guys. I really do hope you found this video interesting. If so, please remember to subscribe to Elite Jamaica by clicking that red subscribe button, and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of my updates. I am Alex. Bless.